right, here we go. All right, what's up, family? So this is gonna be a little different video. I know we do our book reviews and I do DIY videos, fixing stuff. We do all kind of videos, and
health issues,
and the health videos, and this is gonna be on our health category. And we're gonna title this video "Dialysis" because it's gonna be dealing with cancer. Dialysis.
It's not for everyone.
That's what's gonna be the title of the video. Dialysis is not for everyone. Now, although there are some stories positive where dialysis may have worked for some people, right?
Yes.
But not everyone.
Yeah. Also, I have heard so many stories that
Read
people,
about them?
Yes, people have died after the chemo.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out why is it that after the chemo that they have to deal with this machine.
This dialysis
People
machine.
don't last long.
They want you to go 3 times a week.
Yes.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It's just like the incident with my mother. My mother, she died of cancer, and the doctors told her that she had to go through dialysis.
Yes, I know it's personal for you.
Yes, very. And the thing is that my whole family was really helping her out and saying, "Yeah, mommy, you have to go for that chemo. It's gonna help you.
But
it's gonna make you
totally
better."
Against it.
They told her it's gonna make you better. Even doctors said that it's going to really help her with the cancer, improve with the cancer. But when she started getting that the dialysis, she said she begged the family, stating that she doesn't want to proceed it because it was making her sick. It was making her worse.
But so now this is how she felt. They should listen to her, right? If this is what she wants, that's why I think if this is what the person wants. But the family believe everything the doctors say. So they were so adamant at pushing her to get it because this is what the doctors say. Doctors don't know everything.
They're not always right.
They're not always right.
Because they're doctors.
That's why they tell you sometimes get a second opinion, even a third opinion. And that's what we're doing here.
Yes.
We only giving you a different perspective of how to look at stuff. That's it. And we're going to get more into that at the end. I'm going to give you a good conclusion to that at the end of the video. But yeah, I'm sorry if I interrupted you. You know, this was with your mother, like you said.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
What is I'll ask you this question. What is the whole purpose of a person going through dialysis anyway? Do most people even know that?
Well, the thing is to make you stronger with the bloods and the cells and stuff like that.
You're on the right path.
Yeah.
Now let's give the allopathic science answer. Now that could be the word of the day.
Okay.
Allopathic, it simply just means, it just sounds like something big, but as always, you know I love to give you a word of the day. That's going to be the word of the day, allopathic. Now if you look up the word, what is allopathic science? You know, basically believing everything a doctor say. But if you look up the actual word, allopathic science is a system in which medical professionals and other people in the healthcare, such as nurses, doctors, therapists, and stuff like that, you know,
exactly.
where they use a system to treat symptoms and diseases with drugs, radiation, and surgery. And that's what allopathic science is. So your family, like most people, they believe the allopathic science of doctors and their theory that, no, this is what your mother should do. This is what she should do. And your mother's like, I don't want to do that. It hurts. She said it was driving her crazy. It's painful. But they so bent on believing what the doctors say and the allopathic science of doctors, like as if they know everything. It's a reason they're doctors. They had to go to school and learn stuff, and they still learning. They don't know everything. It's allopathic science.
Exactly, like when you speak about the word science, you got people out there that say, no, I actually believe in the science, and the situation where where you believe in the science, but the science is not always right.
Exactly.
It's not 100%.
Yeah.
So if you believe in the science, there's more information out there that you're able to say, you know, besides the science, I'm going to find out more about it.
Because we are always learning. We are always evolving. You should always be learning. Now let's get back into the dialysis. Like I said, the title of the video. Dialysis is not for everyone, right? Now, you go, what is the purpose? Why do people have to get dialysis anyway? You know why? I'm going to give you the answer to that. Because normally that comes down to a person with a failing kidney. And cancer has a lot to do with that. Now you go, why is that? See, the kidney, it resides right beyond the rib cage, right below it, like 2 little balls of the rib cage, right? Below it, right? So what is the purpose of the kidney? The kidney is a very important organ, like many other organs in the body. But the kidney, it helps with blood pressure levels. It helps build the strength of the bones. But very importantly, the kidney helps get rid of fluids and waste in the body. That's why, like, a lot of women don't go to the bathroom normally like they should and do number 2. Messing your kidneys up in the long run. But now back to like what I said. So when you have a failing or damaged kidney, that's where dialysis come in, because they go, oh, your kidneys is bad, it's failing or it's damaged. And see, and now that's where they have the term what's called CKD. C like cat, K like kite, and D like dog. Now you go, what is CKD? It is chronic. I'll let you answer CKD because we studied this. What is
chronic kidney disease?
There you go. Chronic kidney disease, CKD. Now when you have CKD, that's where dialysis come into play, because they go, you have a failing or damaged kidney, and now that means you're not producing new blood cells, healthy blood cells. You're not getting rid of waste and fluids in your body, and this is messing up your overall body. And that's where dialysis come in, because dialysis supposedly supposed to rectify that and help restore your kidney and make it better. But that's not always the case.
Exactly.
Because remember what we said, word of the day, allopathic science. Now, what is allopathic science? Let's go with that again. It is a system in which medical professionals, such as doctors, nurses, pharmacists, therapists, where they use a system to treat diseases. A system to treat symptoms of diseases with drugs, radiation and surgery. That's what allopath, meaning you believe everything the doctors say. Anything else you want?
Yeah, but not to put the information out there. We don't want you guys to get it twisted. We're not telling you guys to go out there and
not get the dialysis. We're just giving you a different perspective.
Yes,
I don't mean to cut you off, but it's no different than anything you're doing in life. You're getting work done on your house. You want a second estimate, right? You don't want to just go with this one contractor. You want to get a second estimate. You want to get even a third estimate. When you're getting whatever surgery, it could be a minor surgery or a major surgery, you want a second opinion. You want a second doctor's opinion, a third doctor's opinion. That's all we're doing, is giving you a different perspective.
Exactly. But my thing is that you actually can actually find out in going through your natural ways of saying, let me see if I can start eating right. Purify and respect the body to be able to say, maybe that's going to be working for me instead of being in that machine. Or something that the doctor said. Don't go by, like he said, one opinion. Go for many different ones. Find out. Go look into, read about it.
That's like one of our videos, what she just touched on, one of our videos is called just that. People don't take it as serious as what we talked about in that video, but I guarantee you, if you watch it, take it serious, it'll improve your life, add some years to your life. And that video is called, it's me and my daughter, my oldest daughter. That video is called Detoxing and Purging Your Body. Go do that video. I give you a different perspective.
It does wonders.
Yeah. We give you a different perspective, me and my oldest daughter, of how we explain, not just regular detox, but what we explain into that. It will make you think, wow, I didn't think of that. That's very relevant. What are you talking about? I compared it to all the other things you detox, but your body is more important. Now, I'm gonna stay on top of here. Like you mentioned a thing about your mother. She hated dialysis. Now I'm gonna give you like with my cousin. My cousin growing up, he's like my brother. We hung together, did all kind of stuff. All the silly stuff little boys do, throwing rocks in cars, getting in trouble, get beaten. This was my tight buddy.
Yeah.
I remember my cousin. Now watch this. Like your mother, I remember my cousin. He did some time in prison. He did a couple of years in prison. And when he came home, he was like that typical joker that came home that was just huge. Because he already had some height on. Now he was just huge. Yeah. But after about a year being home from prison, he kept complaining about his leg kept hurting. But he was like a typical ignorance that men do sometimes. He never got it checked out, right? And but he still was balling up, running the streets, doing everything normal. He'd just say, yo, man, my leg be hurting every now and then. Some days are worse than others. Some days I got good days, but he still would have the pain every now and then.
Yeah.
And his lady kept telling him, go get it checked out. Go get it checked out. Go get it checked out. And he never did. Weeks turned to months, months turned to years. He just never got it checked out. But he still would complain, but he still lived a normal life, still doing everything, balling up and everything. Eventually, his lady nagged him so much that he went and got it checked out. Remember I said, this was a real big dude, right? He went and got it checked out. Do you know when he got it checked out, they diagnosed him with cancer? And when they told him he got cancer, it mentally messed him up. And immediately, they put him on dialysis. I went to go see him 3 months after he first started his dialysis. 3 months. You mean to tell me this big, huge dude I went to go visit 3 months later? And when I went to go visit him, I remember when I walked in the door that day, it almost broke my heart. His lady was so happy when she seen me. She said, oh my gosh, you know, he's not mentally right. But you all he be talking about every day. My cousin ain't came to see me. My cousin ain't came to see me. You know, he act like he don't care about me. She said he keep talking about you even in his sleep. That hurt my feelings. Because I said, nah, that ain't the case, yo. I'm coming to see him. But anyway, I'm here now. And then before I walked in the room, she said, just prepare yourself. Yo, he lost extremely a lot of weight because of this dialysis.
Well, mentally, he was already broken.
And he kept telling her, I don't want to do this doggone dialysis.
You know what is that when someone tells you have cancer?
Thank you. It mentally destroyed him.
Yes.
And then this machine was destroyed. So she prepared me before I walked in the room. She said, I just want to let you know, he lost extremely a lot of weight. She said his legs is almost like just bones. I said, what? So she said, you'll see. So now she mentally prepared me. I go in there and I'm talking to him. And you know, and it was all love, man. You know what I'm saying? It's my people. It's all love, man. He was like, yo, man, I'm glad why it take you so long to come see me, this and that. Man, he hurt me. I was like, nah, man, I'm here now, man. You know what I'm saying? I let you go through your process, but I definitely was always coming to see you. You know what I'm saying? It was hurt me, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I'm not saying that he went about it wrong.
But he was not right.
But the thing is that the best thing that he would have done is go by a second opinion.
Instead of going right to the dialysis.
Instead of going and to go back with the doctor.
So anyway, I go in the room after she prepared me mentally. I'm talking to him, me and him holding hands while he in the bed and all this. And then I'm telling, we bringing up old memories and stuff. And he's looking lively now. He's like, yeah, man, which meant a lot for me to be there.
That's the good medicine.
That's the best medicine.
That's the best
Thank
medicine,
you.
babe.
Because you could see it was a change in him when I came in there. And I was taught, his girl and her family's room, they even seen, they said, wow, when you came in, he like lit up like a Christmas tree. Yes. And boy, he squeezed your hand tight. He had my hand like real tight. He's like, yo, man, glad you're here, man. I need you here, man.
That was a boost.
And then she tapped me on the shoulder and she like whispered it, like, you know, real discreetly. And she's like, look at his legs. And I raised the cover up. My cousin's thighs was the size of my wrist right here. That burnt me up. Because like I said, this is the same guy only a few months, you know, a year and a half ago. He just came on huge dude. Now I'm looking at his thighs, not his ankles, his thighs was like this. No lie, the size of my wrist. That was his thighs. And I said, yo, what the heck? She said, yo, this dialysis is eating him up. It's mentally messing him up that he got cancer, and the dialysis is killing him. And so he fought it. We had a great time while I was there and all that. And eventually when I left, I told him I'll be back and I visited him another day. But then the third time when I called her to visit, they said, yo, he in ICU. No, before he got in ICU, he was fed up with it. Just like your mother, he was fed up. He said, I'm done with this dialysis crap. When he got his strength up a little bit better, he unplugged all his stuff. And with his gown, his hospital gown on, do you know my cousin's piece of work? With his hospital gown on, he unplugged all the crap and he walked out of the hospital. Walked all the way home by himself with a gown on, with his ass out. You know what I'm saying? My cousin's silly, man. But he walked all the way home. Almost didn't make it. And when he got home to his girl, he collapsed. But his whole thing, I want to get the heck out of this hospital. I want to do this daggone dialysis. He made it home, but as soon as he got home, he collapsed. She called the hospital, and the ambulance came and got him. They took him back. Unfortunately, put him in the ICU. And unfortunately, I think it was like a week or so later, he had passed away. But, you know, that's all he talked about. He said, man, I want to get off this dialysis, man. This dialysis is what's killing me, man.
You know what's interesting? What made me think at this moment is just that back then, where your great grandmother or
they had home remedies that work.
Exactly. They had remedies and people lasted longer.
Yes, they did.
In today's society, I'm not saying I'm
It's
against
the food
the dialysis
and all the nonsense that's
yes,
messing people up.
but the thing is that
Plastic
the
and
environment
everything,
and everything is
fake
really
artificial food.
killing us.
Yeah, the environment.
And I don't believe in doctors. That's my opinion. That's who I am. I don't believe in doctors. I don't believe in
Because you don't believe in the whole, remember the word of the day, allopathic science. Remember?
Yes.
I'll try to give you a short version. It's a system of medical professionals, nurses, doctors, therapists, and stuff like that, who believe that only drugs, radiation, and surgery is the remedy. That's what they believe in. They don't believe in nothing natural.
Yeah.
With them, everything is drugs, radiation, and surgery. That's all they believe in. It's called allopathic surgery.
Now, it's good.
Allopathic science.
Yeah, it's good to go get yourself checked up. Yeah, especially if you have great insurance. Yeah, go get yourself checked up, and see what the doctor says and all that. But you take it from there, and you find out what can you do in a different way. Take your life in a different area.
Now with that, unless you got more to add, because we don't want to make the video too long for y'all. We're just trying to give you a different perspective. So what I would say in closing, because I remember you had a great one. What I would say in closing with all of this allopathic science, CKD, remember, every day learn something new. That's why I give y'all a word of the day. CKD, chronic kidney disease, you know what I mean? Allopathic science, you know, when a system of professional doctors, nurses, and all that, where they think only remedy is surgery, radiation, and surgery, radiation, what's the other one? Drugs. That's all they think that works. No, you got natural things that work. So in closing, what I would say to anybody out there, the remedy that we will give y'all, opposed to just right away going with dialysis, get a second opinion. Get even a third opinion. But most importantly, educate yourself. Get all the books that you could. Read about your circumstances. Watch YouTube videos like this. There are a number of people talking natural health things that improve their way of life. And they probably sometimes are the vision of they are actually the vision. I'm looking for. They're looking for a perfect vision of an exact example of, I did it. It worked for me. So I would tell anyone, educate yourself through books, through videos like this, and you can learn natural ways. Now, if dialysis works for you, then it works for you. But what we telling you, what my wife said earlier, don't just automatically say that we think that we're saying don't do it. No, it may work for you, but it may not work for someone else. Therefore, we just giving you a different perspective.
Exactly. Like I told my husband earlier, and it sounded really funny, but in reality, you got people out there. Like for example, there was a story about this one man who had, I think, COVID or something, and he had
the Donald Trump thing. That was
and
silly.
Trump says he went out there saying, if you take some bleach,
drink some bleach.
It'll clear and kill the bacteria.
And this guy went and drank some bleach,
and it killed him.
See, now we're not saying that. That would be silly. You know, it's just like the other statement I love you said with one of our other videos where you said with an HOA, you know, when you got an HOA property, a condominium or whatever, and they make you pay HOA. I love the statement. That's another one of our videos. It's called HOA Horror Stories, I think, or HOA Nightmares, one or the other. I love what my wife said with that, and it touches on this video, because on that video you said, it's like we're paying someone a HOA fee to bully us.
Yeah.
Same thing with this dialysis stuff. It's like you're paying a medical institution to put you and your family in debt and slowly killing you at the same time, if not fast. You paying them, taking all your family money and your credit, messing all that up, financially, putting you financially in debt and killing you at the same time. For some. There are a few stories where you heard the dialysis turned out good. But I've heard way more negative stories than positive. That's all we say. We just try and give you a different perspective. That's all. Anything else? Educate yourself, family. Educate yourself, people. Remember, what was the word of the day? Did y'all say it before I could say it? Allopathic science. In short, it just simply means medical professionals, such as doctors, nurses, therapists, where they think the only way for remedies is drugs, radiation, and surgery. That's all. That's a short version.
And I'm sorry. And one
and
more.
CKD is meaning chronic kidney disease. And that's what leads to dialysis when your kidney goes bad. And cancer is one of the main reasons. The kidney goes bad, now you need to be on dialysis. So the allopathic science professionals say so.
Yeah, something came to my mind. The only advice I can actually give you is go and start eating right. Purge yourself. Maybe add everything old toxic that you have in your body and you don't even know it.
Great
You'll
point.
clean it. And that's the best medicine, the best drug that you could ever do.
Great point.
Clean your system. Even if it takes a week, just start trying and you'll see the difference.
Now, we've been doing this for years. And I say this to anybody.
Yeah.
Even Muslims fast, but they don't purge. See, there's a difference. It's cool to fast, but do you ever purge? See, we've been doing it for years now, where we literally purge. We take medication and we be home all day because we're going to be on that number 2. And we totally clean ourselves out. And for the next week or 2, the furthest we ever did was for 3 whole months, where we do that first day, we purge. And then after that first day, then we eat nothing but fruits and vegetables for the next whole week. We done cleaned ourselves out. And now only thing we putting in ourselves is fruits and vegetables. I mean, we may eat some fish once in a while, something like that.
Yeah.
But mostly none of all that meat out. We get rid of all that stuff, and you go to the bathroom more easier. The colors in your stools, it tells you how healthy it is. Now we're mature here, right, folks? So let me just say this: even when I do gas, when I don't got no meat in my body, it don't even stink.
I know.
Isn't that amazing? That tells you something right there. How is it that, see, you keep eating all that McDonald's and all that bull crap, right? And you notice when you get past gas, the White Castle, all that nonsense, it's horrible. It stinks. You ever been in a car? No, it really, really stinks. You ever been in a car with somebody with the windows rolled up and they fart? You be like, oh, God. Oh, roll the windows down. But when you purge yourself, you ain't got no meat in your body. You fart, you be like, yo, it don't even stink. I feel like farting all day. I just want to fart just to be farting.
No, but even if you once in a blue moon you treat yourself, you want to go out and eat, you just find yourself eating the right way, and then making sure that what you eat, you have to think about what can be the consequences, or am I eating healthy, whatever. But it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. It's just that your whole aspect of trying to eat right, you need to take that more seriously.
Remember, like she said, and I said also, watch those other videos. It's called Detoxing and Purging Your Body. It's with me and my oldest daughter. The other video I think I mentioned, I said it was with the HOA horror stories or HOA nightmares. On that note, yo, peace.